Mixtapes and DVDs is my era.
Facts.
We did it better.
Yep.
Pelly leathers,
Facts.
ACG boots. We 80s babies and early 90s when it got grimy. I was out of this world, you could not find me unless you check the lobby. Hustling was my hobby. We was lobby boys before Jim Jones. You could catch me in Harlem eating Jimbos.
I'm in the building. We'll go to TV the long way. Y'all know everything good around me. Clinko, shut up.
Now, Slim Dunkin was a rapper born in Detroit, but will move to Atlanta. He also was a member of Waka Flocka's Brick Squad Monopoly and Gucci Man's 1017 Brick Squad So Icy Boys. Slim Dunkin and Waka Flocka was very close friends that'll work together on music often. Slim would appear on Waka Flocka's debut album for Flockavelli on a song called Bang. Now, Slim Dunkin went on to work on music with Gucci Mane, Rod Diggs, Roscoe Dash, and Woo the Kid, just to name a few. Slim to start to create a buzz for himself and put out mixtapes like Menace to Society and Built for Integration. Now Slim Dunkin would put out a countless number of videos and new music and find himself rising in the hip-hop industry, but that'll all come to an end because December 16th, 2011, Slim would get shot and gunned down in a studio in Atlanta. Now I'm going to get into an article from MTV explaining this whole situation, and this article is from December 2011. And it says, Atlanta police are still on the hunt for a man who shot and killed the up-and-coming rapper Slim Dunkin on December 16th, but new disturbing details has emerged in this case. On Tuesday, WSB-TV in Atlanta reported that Waka Flocka Flame affiliate and Brick Squad Monopoly member was shot in an altercation that began over a stolen piece of candy. The information we're getting isn't confirmed, but the witnesses are saying the whole thing started over a piece of candy. Homicide Detective David Quinn told Action News on camera. According to witness, Dunkin-born Mario Hamilton grabbed a piece of candy from another man while inside Atlanta recording studio, which led into an argument and a fist fight. The scuffle ended with Slim being shot once in the chest. He was transported to Grady Hospital where he was pronounced dead. There were a number of witnesses at the scene, but because police first arrived to the hospital and not to the scene of the crime, they didn't have an opportunity to properly interview all of the people who were present. There'll be a public viewing Thursday at Atlanta's Willis A. Watkins Funeral Home located at 1003 Ralph David Albany Boulevard from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Dunk was an emerging star on Waka Flocka Flame's Brick Squad Monopoly crew. Aside from key appearances alongside Flocka on his 2010 debut album Flockavelli and on Gucci Man's and V Nasty BTL LP, Slim was also beginning to make waves as a soloist. This past Halloween, the Street Bred MC released Menace to Society, a 20-track mixtape that featured Gucci Mane, Roscoe Dash, and Pastor Troy. Dunkin' death sent waves through the rap community. His close collaborators were hit hard. The day after he was murdered, Waka took to Twitter to express his grief. Wish it was me, effing right-hand man is gone, Waka wrote the day after the murder. Now after Slim Dunkin's death, it was reported that he was killed after having a fight over a piece of candy. Now I'm sure if this is true, things didn't just go left over a piece of candy, and it was more over principle. Now, it's also said that Slim Dunkin was at the studio that day to record a video along with Gucci Mane. Now, Waka and Slim was very close friends, and Waka even mentioned plenty times that Slim was his best friend. So Waka jumped in interviews and expressed his frustrations with Gucci Mane, saying that he ain't like the fact that Slim was murdered in Gucci Mane's friend's studio, and after Slim Dunkin was killed, Gucci Mane would go by the same studio that Slim was killed in, which helped Young Vito pay for his lawyer fees.
God owned the studio, he bought the studio.
So they used that money to pay for his lawyer.
Come on, man.
Now, Waka Flocka would go on and say that Slim Dunkin's death wasn't the first time him and Gucci didn't see eye to eye.
Been shaky with him, man. I got shot, he ain't shoot back. My best friend died in the studio he recording today.
Now it seems like Waka was bothered by Slim Dunkin's death and it had him in his bag. And it also seems like Gucci was affected too, because he would drop a record in dedication to Slim Dunkin called R.I.P. Slim Dunkin on his Gucci vs. Guwap tape. Now Young Vito is the man accused of killing Slim Dunkin, but he was acquitted of murder and convicted of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and he was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Now Young Vito somehow got his sentence knocked down to 15 years, and could be home in 2026. Now, this is a sad situation all the way around. Slim Dunkin was on his way up, and it got cut short over a piece of candy. I know it'd be the principle behind things, but I feel like this is something that could have been stopped before it went too far. Now, as far as Waka Flocka and Gucci Mane, they both seem like they on a much positive path in life. You get what I'm saying? So salute to them.
Chill, what it do, cuz when it real, you don't need no light. You know, I'm like how Shouter, man. I'm gonna bright the day up. You feel me? Yeah, that one, JuiceMan. Let's go.
Now, OJ the JuiceMan is a rapper from Atlanta, and he's also known for his affiliation with rapper Gucci Mane and being a member of 1017 Brick Squad. In 2009, OJ would blow up with his hit single for Make the Trap Say A featuring Gucci Mane, and OJ would drop his debut album For the Other Side of the Trap in January 2009. The same year, he'll be featured on Jadakiss' hit single Who's Real. Now, JuiceMan seemed like he was going to be the next big hip-hop superstar, but that really wouldn't be the case, even though he managed to put out several mixtapes like 6 Rings, Math Class, and Texaco Music, just to name a few. Now, before OJ blew up in the music industry and put out his hit single for Make the Trap Say A, before JuiceMan put out his album For the Other Side of the Trap and worked with Jadakiss, OJ the JuiceMan will find himself in some trouble that he might not made it out of. Now, in 2008, in the DVD era, OJ the JuiceMan would be shot 8 times during the robbery gone wrong. JuiceMan was shot multiple times in his legs and scrotum and was left with a permanent limp when he walks. Now, it's also said the same week that OJ got shot, he would go do a show on crutches.
We did a show that Friday. I was on crutches though. Probably took me anywhere from 4 to 6 months to recover.
Now, even though it took him nearly 4 to 6 months to recover from this incident, it's a thing of his past because he's alive and well. Now, OJ the JuiceMan is currently on his independent grind, and he's still putting out music under his 32 Entertainment label and putting out several independent mixtapes. But this was just a situation I wanted to share. I found it kind of interesting. So if you're a fan of these old hip-hop stories, tell a friend and tell a friend about my page. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. More content coming, and I'm out. 1.